This is how to play 3-player bid euchre, and I'm including the ghost hand rule. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified about new games every week. In order to play bid euchre, the only cards you need are the 9s through the aces. Go ahead and give the deck a shuffle, and then deal out 6 cards to each player. Even though there are only 3 players, you will still deal a 4th hand. This is known as the ghost hand. Once you get all your cards, go ahead and organize them by suit. The 4th hand, or the ghost hand, remains placed off to the side. Before we can begin, we need to understand how the card ranks can change during the game. Normally, 9 is the lowest and ace is the highest, but things change when a suit becomes trump. In this example, diamonds becomes trump. This makes the Jack of Hearts the 2nd highest card. This also becomes a diamond for this hand. The Jack of Diamonds becomes the highest ranking card for the hand. This is often the most difficult part for new players to remember, so don't be discouraged if you forget. Now that we understand card ranking, we can begin the bidding process. When you bid, you're saying how many tricks you think you can take. You must bid at least 3. And if you think you can take all of the tricks, there is a special way to bid for that. Rather than saying a number, you would simply say, "I'm shooting," or "I'm shooting the moon." Shooting the moon is a way to declare that you can take all 6 tricks. And if you do this, you can earn extra points. A special rule for 3-player euchre is called the ghost hand rule. If a player chooses, they can switch their hand with the ghost hand. Once a player does this, no other player can switch with the extra hand. Once each player has had the option to pick up the ghost hand or pass on it, the bidding phase can begin. This is an optional rule, and if you don't want to play with the ghost hand, just place it aside and jump right into the bidding phase. Bidding starts with the player to the left of the dealer. Whoever bids the highest amount determines trump and gets to lead first. This player thinks they can take 3 tricks, so they bid 3. Now, all the other players at the table must bid more than 3 if they want to determine trump and lead. Moving clockwise around the table, the next player looks at their hand and thinks that they cannot take more than 3 tricks. So instead of bidding, they pass. Finally, the dealer gets to make their bid. They think they can take more than 3 tricks, so they bid 4. The dealer wins the bid. They must take at least 4 tricks in order to earn points. They also say that hearts are trump for this hand. They get to lead. The player decides to lead with the Jack of Hearts. Now, every player at the table must lay a heart if they can. If they do not have any hearts, they can play any card that they wish. Remember, the Jack of Diamonds counts as a heart for this hand. It is the 2nd highest card. This is the only heart that the player had, so he had to play it. The next player will play the 10 of Hearts. The highest card takes the trick. The Jack of Hearts is the highest card, so the dealer took the trick. They get to lead again. Now the dealer leads an Ace of Hearts. Again, all the players at the table must lay a heart if they can. The next player does not have any hearts, so they can choose to lay anything they wish. Play like this continues until all of the tricks have been taken. Then, it is time to tally up your score for the round. A player can earn 1 point for each trick that they take. Our dealer bid 4. If he would have taken 4 tricks, he would have earned 1 point for each trick. Here he only got 3, so the dealer loses 4 points. The second player did not take any tricks, so they earn 0 points for the round. And the third player earned 3 tricks, so they get 3 points. If this were the first hand of a game, the dealer's score would start at -4. Now let's take a look at what will happen if a player takes all 6 tricks. If a player only bids 3, 4, or 5, but still manages to take all 6, they would earn 6 points. But during the bidding phase, if a player thinks they can take all 6, and they say that they're going to shoot the moon, they must take all 6 tricks, and if they do so, they earn 24 points. If they fail to take all 6 tricks, they would lose 24 points from their score. So if you shoot during the first hand, your score could start off at -24. The first player to reach 32 points wins the game. In the event of a tie, play another hand. Hey, I just want to take a second to invite you over to the Clubhouse on Patreon. Members get exclusive access to content as well as club tournaments for a variety of games. Hope to see you there.